One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So a genuine sense of drama here, a pivotal game, offering the chance to seal progress from the group stage, and an opportunity also to set the tone for the knockout stage to come. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. He's got the shot away! Goal! River Plate! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Throw it. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was quick to react. Inter Milan have to win if they're to make it. Played out to the left flank. Always onto this. Enzo Perez. Oh, that's well spotted. That's headed upfield.
Well, I'm quite advised they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
दिदी चाहिँ
And
के
it's
जान्न
hoisted
लास्टमा
clear.
खोज्यो भने त म जान थाले त नि भन्छ मुकै लाग्छ फेरि
Oh, the
बच्चा
ball's come loose here.
यसरी हान्नु मन लागेको थियो
Acuna.
आफ्नो
That
कोही
is
पर्ने भयो
a
म
reprieve
हानिदिन्थेँ
for the time being. is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Wow.
Oh, good-looking ball. Enzo Perez. He's found a way through. He can run onto that. Well read, and the danger is averted. Musiala.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bellingham. Enzo Perez. And he goes cross-field. That's a throw.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Great hit! And that would have been some goal.
Ah, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with
brother,
real
hello.
intent.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
छोरा चाहिँ त्यस्तो बदमास
Yeah, you
होला
don't
भने
get
त
any
यार
points
छोरी
for
पनि
stating
खतरा
the obvious,
रहेछ
Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quickly bow down.
Conte. Musiala. That has not gone well.
म कहाँ हानेको मा
Acuna. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a throw. Some resolute defending there. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Fiddles it through. Acuna gets into some space. And he opts to go forward. And he's quick to snatch it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
ड्र भयो पनि बनाउनु पर्यो यहाँ
Great work on the overlap. Could try cutting inside here. And he's onside. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Acuna. He's played him through. And he's picked out the run. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Vinicius Junior goes searching with that cross.
Inter have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Equal खाना
It's a
चाहिँ
throw
राम्रैसँग
in.
खाएको थिएँ मैले.
Hit into them. Goes in for the header. We've got a goal. They have stolen lead at the last. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay.
And that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination.
4 point, 5 point. अल्लाह के नाम में 1 point दिँदो रे बाबा.
And so, to avoid defeat is to go through. Every reason here for them to believe, but this has got to be done. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Inter Milan lining up with a look of total focus. Eyes on the prize, which is way beyond these group stages. De Arrascaeta! Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. Opts for safety.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal...
Everton! And it's come back out to him. It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Heads it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Great hit! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Clear कर भाई.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Luis Araujo. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Oh, great feat, that.
De Arrascaeta. Beckenbauer is the guilty party there. Oh, that's delightful. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham. Can he get onto this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And we've reached half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. Some first-half thoughts?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second. He's had a shot! Musiala. That's good running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Araujo. Pulgar. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Araujo. Now it's Bruno Enrique.
That was lovely, that.
And he's found a way past.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No way through. Ball's out once more. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's away! And Batistuta! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete.
The comeback.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Flamengo showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a nicely measured pass. Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught on it here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. Oh, what has happened here? That's headed upfield.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
De Arrascaeta for Pulgar. That has been cut short. And he welcomes it in. Batistuta. And it's Messi. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Real chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and it's Kane! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
England penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
And he's there to belt it away. Interesting ball. Now it's Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Bernardo Silva. Figo. Oh, it's just a little long. Corner. Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the header! Danger averted for now. Has a look and has a go. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Palmer. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries to get it clear. Ronaldo with the clearance. Referee's given a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Great defending, strong and determined. Beckham. Pepe clears it away. Beckham. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Saka. That's a good run down the left. Well, that has not gone well. Cleared without complication. And claimed it back swiftly. Out to the left it goes. That's a sharp pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's got his range wrong there. Whatever he had in mind. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Jota. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal have their second corner now. Up he goes! And now they can spring out of defence. Belts one. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Reflections on the first half?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Kane! He scores! And with that goal comes comfort. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. England are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He has found the way through. And that was very necessary. Figo, Bernardo Silva. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Moved on forwards, and he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away. Spread out to the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Portugal have their third corner. Big header! Just off target.
Cristiano Ronaldo did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
That has been cut short. And here's Rafael Leao. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. No, that's been intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, nicely intercepted. No way through. Pass is just off target. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
And now they can clear their lines. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Wilshere. It's Rashford! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rashford clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Gonçalo Ramos is there to clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Wilshere. Can he latch on to this? Vitinha. That's really well cleared. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. Wilshere. Bigo providing an outlet on that flank. And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a...
Atlanta. म कसैको रुँदै गुडो काटी बस्छु एक्लै रुनला पैसा मिल्यो दाइले लिएर आयो कि तिमी पहिले नै लिएर आएको थियौ औषधि
दाइले त भनेको तपाईँ चलाउन सक्नुहुन्छ भने सबै चलाइदिनु किन रिटर्न गर्नु तर उहाँलाई थाहै छैन चलाउनु कसरी के छ त्यसो चलाउनु त्यही गर्दा म
कहाँबाट लिएर आउँछ मैनाली के प्रायः जस्तो मैनालीबाटै किन्ने हो
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one.
त्यो हुन चाहिँ
The action has already... Terrific header! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get it clear again. He's in space and looking for options. Climbs up big! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like
मेरो पनि
that.
थियो यार किसानहरुसँग उठाउने पैसाहरु थियो
They have what they wanted. The first breakthrough.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sommer catches it
त्यो
safely.
काम गरेर आएको भए हुन्थ्यो त ढुक्कै त हुन्थ्यो नि भाइ ढुक्कै त हुन्थ्यो नि पैसा उठा उसो गरेर
And that is a little undercooked.
That was well seen too.
Decent hit! They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Gets his pass away. He's in plenty of space here. And Batistuta! And he hits the net. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
अब राफाल लेभलको पाउ
Rafael Leao! Engages and forces him off the ball. And he's picked out the run. Costa Curta. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. He can get that clear. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's found support out wide. Big header! And more and more and more!
ब्याक गरे यो
A
केटा
quite incredible spell. They are flying.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
A case now of complete control.
One goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Stefan de Vrij gets it away. Ribéry. And he's being shifted off it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Deftly away. Oh, what has happened here? Pulisic gets a good foot in there. Hernandez. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! And that has... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Inter Milan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent... He's going for goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Rafael Leao. Skillfully cut out. He is so... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! They're back within reach! That was a given. It always was.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
And it's Batistuta. Great chance! It's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So now the difference is 3. And the pass is intercepted. Pulisic providing an outlet on that flank. And the keeper's in command. Chalhanoglu. Gabia is herring after that one. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Martinez. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. And Batistuta! They've done it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
बुवा उता जानुभएको छैन भाइ इन्डिया अस्ति एकदम छ्यामा आउने भन्दै थियो अहिले भन्छु
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gerard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he cuts out the supply. He has found a way through. He's under a lot of pressure there. Messi hurtling down that right flank.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and you...
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. The ball's gone astray. Griezmann! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Szoboszlai. And that was very necessary. Cole shortchanges him with that pass. That's a little off target. So we're still where we started right now. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that was vital. Cole. Sonny, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Costa Curta. Conte. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And that should get the job done. He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Conte clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Speculative strike. Keeper is right behind it.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could...
He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it.
And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Xiao with the clearance. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Cole, that's going in strongly.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Always onto this. Cole, he's beaten the last man. Great hit! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Now it's Sané. He's in plenty of space here. Sané. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Beckham. Here comes the cross. Mbappe finds himself offside. So there's going to be another change here. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Sané. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's looking to set free a runner.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And the pass is intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's shifting through the gears here. And here's Griezmann. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Can he latch on to this? And it's Griezmann. Vinicius Junior. Danger averted for now. But they've got it again. It's a sweet ball, that. Gerrard. Cole.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk.
Oh, what has happened here? Beckham.
Such good technique.
Looks a good ball through. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
हाँ
Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that.
ल ल
The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.